I wonder if SeaWorld's got any liability on this deal, anything to worry. Hey, PJ, call Pasha over there at Top Floor Legal, and let's ask Pasha if we got anything to worry about there. If SeaWorld has anything to worry about. Top Floor Legal, askpasha.com. He's kind of our go-to business legal expert here on the Voice of Merrill. So, hey, remember the story that we had last week about the dolphin that bit the 8-year-old princess? I guess PETA's jumping in now. Oh, look, PETA doesn't like SeaWorld. That's weird. Never heard that before. Animal rights group has asked the federal government Tuesday to investigate SeaWorld after a dolphin bit the hand of an 8-year-old who was feeding it, which I believe is contrary to what is an ancient proverb. SeaWorld has continued to defend itself after criticism. The video posted online shows the little girl standing along the edge of the pool, one of several people feeding the dolphins. After she picks up a paper plate that once held the marine mammal's food, a dolphin lunges at her and bites her hand. The dolphin let go after a few seconds, but not before leaving 3 puncture wounds on the girl's hand. Puncture wounds, you hear me? Puncture wounds. No, they didn't require stitches. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't like that. No. And they did have medical personnel there. Yeah, the doctors jumped on it. But then the parents were all pissed off about this. Now, PETA wants them to get involved in it. I got to wonder if SeaWorld has anything to worry about in this whole deal. Is SeaWorld at the point right now where they're, we're going to have to change our whole thing, and now the dolphins are not going to be accessible? Remember, we had SeaWorld here. Has had to change policies because of the trainer got grabbed by the hair. Remember? Now, that wasn't a dolphin. But that was just, SeaWorld all over the states then had to change the policy, and no trainers in the pool. Remember that? I wonder if SeaWorld's got any liability on this deal, anything to worry. Hey, PJ, call Pasha over there at Top Floor Legal, and let's ask Pasha if we got anything to worry about there. If SeaWorld has anything to worry about. All right, we'll get Pasha on here in just a second. SeaWorld spokesman said on-site educators and animal care staff immediately connected with the family. In addition, a member of the health services team was in the area at Dolphin Cove and quickly responded and treated the young girl. She's going to pull through. I would also like to point one other thing out here, because no one else is talking about this. I watched the video a number of times. We slowed the video down. We started watching it frame by frame. And no one else has noticed this. The 8-year-old girl is wearing a Tom and Jerry t-shirt. I think the parents should probably be investigated by social services for allowing the child to go out wearing a Tom and Jerry t-shirt. No other kids that are 8 years old know who the hell Tom and Jerry is. TBS doesn't even run Tom and Jerry reruns anymore. You got it? Nasir's on? Hey, Posh.
Hey, Merrill, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, dude. Hey, we were looking at this. Pasha's with Top Floor Legal, and he's got the website askpasha.com. We were talking about the story there at SeaWorld where the little girl's feeding the dolphin, and now PETA wants a full investigation into SeaWorld on this deal. Sure. Does SeaWorld have anything to worry about? Are they going to have to start modifying the access that they allow the visitors?
I'll tell you, Merrill, I don't know if you have any aquatic mammals at home, but if you do, I keep an eye on them because like California and both in Florida and across the nation, we have some strict liability lawsuits when it comes to wild animals. And that means that, look, if you have a wild animal, a lion or whatever at home or in your workplace or at a park, you're pretty much strictly liable for what those animals do.
All right, so if it's not wild, if you're keeping what is normally a wild animal, but you're keeping it as like a domesticated animal, so you really have ultimate responsibility on that. So SeaWorld does have a responsibility here?
Absolutely. That doesn't mean that there's no defenses here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's, nothing's concrete in the law. You know that. So yeah. Let's see. We have an 8-year-old girl. I'm thinking, let's see, assumption of the risk, maybe some contributory negligence. I believe, if I recall, she raised the tray of fish above the rail against the constructions of the park.
Yeah, she was kind of dangling out there, like, and we made this mention before too. It's kind of like when you give kids a hot dog to feed to the dog, and then the kid stops paying attention. The dog takes the rest of the hot dog out of the hand, kind of bites the hand a little bit, trying to get to the hot dog. It's the same deal, right?
Exactly, but let's think about this. It's kind of a weak argument. I wouldn't want to be the attorney to argue in front of the jury, hey, this 8-year-old girl didn't follow directions. I mean, I know when I was in first and second grade, I was a good student, but I wasn't that great at following directions either.
No, it's totally true. which is why we should not have ratty kids. That's the first point here. So, but are we going to see any change? I mean, is SeaWorld going to have to review their policies? Because, like you said, there is an element of liability to this. Are they going to have to review their policies and maybe stop allowing kids to feed the dolphins?
Well, us lawyers have a tendency to ruin things for everyone. So,
you know what I like about you? I like your honesty.
Yeah, life in general, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're taking a review. But at the same time, with the incident that occurred with their whale not too long ago, I'm sure they've considered that. You know, they probably have the proper insurance. They give the proper instructions. You know, one good thing here, and thankfully this girl didn't get too injured. I mean, I saw that video. I'm sure a lot of your listeners did too, and she was being pulled in, and that would have been a different story, of course, and having a different conversation.
So does SeaWorld then need to worry about what might have happened? I mean, isn't that what liability is all about? Is the potential that something could happen?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they're going to review their procedures, what they could have done. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'd let I don't have any kids, but I don't know if I'd let my 8-year-old kind of be around these dolphins after hearing about this incident. So I'm sure that's going to have an effect on its own, and even little things about raising the rail a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe getting more clear instructions. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what happened here before that incident. Maybe 8-year-old is too young. Maybe you need to have a certain age limit too that can actually be responsible for following directions.
Maybe we have a little sign with Flipper that says you must be above Flipper's nose to enter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you must be taller than that. All right. Pasha is at askpasha.com. He's with Top Floor Legal here in San Diego. And so, hey, Pasha, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate the heads up on that. Hey, thank you, man. Top Floor Legal, askpasha.com. He's kind of our go-to business legal expert here on the Voice of Merrill. So appreciate the heads up on that. Oh, curses. I hate to think they might change things and that PETA might have might get a win out of this. Oh, curses. We'll pay close attention to it.